Dooby-doo. I got peanuts in my poo. Corn too. Dooby-doo. Oh, hello. Welcome to the show. It's hump day. We had Tuesday off because I turned off Hez's alarm. And he fell for it. I can't believe it. So anyway, he fixed that this morning. So he's here and I'm here and we're here and you guys are not. Or no, you are. Oh. So anyway, look, man, I'm taking over. I got my little thing up there. So it's today is the News Now Voodoo Show. Yeah, what are you gonna do about it, Hez? Nothing.
Crap hammer sandwich. All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Oh boy, and it's supposed to be cold and rainy all day. It was almost 90 degrees and raining yesterday, and then so it was humid. And now today it's supposed to be 50 and raining all day. If I don't get sick, it's going to be a miracle. After a long day of frauditing, 2 frauditors walked into a bar, and the third frauditor ducked. Come on. There you go. That's a message from David E. Persons, and here's your happy dance for being the first of the day. Let's go. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Woohoo! All right. Yeah, that's better. All right, what do we got over here? We got King Stu 2000 said, good morning all. That's everybody. It's all yes. Let's see. Greg Jonak, first like. Let's go. Awesome sandwich sauce. We got the Lessinator in the house. Tiny Chihuahua. Tiny, what's up? Great to have you here. Yes, indeed. Stefan St. Jeremy, good morning. Looks like the timer woke up. Right. Finally got out of bed this morning. Couldn't believe it. It actually worked. Tiny Stefan. Ladies and gentlemen, $2 for Black Heart Night. I found poo in my milk. You're toast, Voodoo.
Oh, no, man. That was chocolate milk. Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to add some flavor for you to savor. Oh, yeah. You had to sign a waiver. Because I'm a bad behavior. Yeah. I don't know, man. I can't think of something else. Oh, no.
Ooh, he got zappalated. I asked my ex-wife if we could get remarried, but she thought I was only after my own money. Oh, I like that one. Blackheart Night, Tiny Chihuahua. Let's see who else is here. Terry Budge. Good morning, friends. God bless you, sir. Lexi Ann said, good morning to you. Donna Ray is in the house. All right. No sound. Wait, is that still true, or because this is an older comment? Let's see. Bloody News Now Voodoo, that punk destroyed your stream last night. That's right. Let's see. Tiny Greg Jonick. Oh, Weed Skidor. What's up? Hey. Nick Cody's in the house. Great to see you. Lessinator. Let's see. Greg Jonick. Unclean hands! Yeah! Let's see. Greg Jonick. Weed Skador. Tiny. I give you a lot of credit for getting up early to do this every day and then go to work. It can't be easy at your age. Just kidding. No, you don't. No, for real, it's not. 52? It's all right. You're younger than me. Yeah, well, that's, it is what it is. I got to do what I got to do. Well, speaking of which, guys, just like Monday, that's part of the whole issue with what happened yesterday and everything. My older son is with me again today. It's like his last week. Maybe I think next week is their last week of school. But so I have to have him at school by 7:20. Usually I do the cupcake dance at 7:20. So again, just like last time, I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have to end the show at 7 so I could drive him to school and drop him off, and then bring Mini Hez back to his school, and then go to work, and then get soaked. Fun. Damn crows. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to the show. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. We're halfway done with the week, and oh boy, are my arms tired. All right. I don't know, man. Hectic has. Yes. That's what it is. This week has been hectic. And then there's a whole another level of other things going on at my job. It's just not good. It's stressful and hectic and just but at least that's one of the things that keeps me going with the show, is because every day I get to have fun with you guys hanging out. And of course, I love the kids, and having them around more is beautiful. That's what I came here for. Chef M80, good morning. Good morning to you. So you guys make me happy, and hanging out with them makes me happy. So it's all good, and it helps relieve some of the stress and craziness and nonsense that's going on outside of here. Oh boy. So what's going on? I heard that I saw the Kootenai County Press's interrogation with the police. And Rube Maximilian, what's up? I don't have it here because it's so long. It would be like the whole show. But if you haven't seen it, you can check it out. I think Lucid Lair posted it. And I've seen a couple other channels make videos using her footage or whatever. But what I wanted to point out about it is that the interrogation really shows that the kind of people who think that this is a good idea, the kind of people who do this, the way they think, because I'm always saying, like, I don't understand how these people think. And again, we've been over this before. Obviously, there are a lot of these guys that you can totally tell that they don't care at all about any of this nonsense. They just say, hey, look, I saw these YouTube videos of people filming themselves being jerks and getting paid. So I'm going to film myself being a jerk and get paid. Let's go, Patrick Darcy has a short version of it. Okay. Well, definitely check that out. Well, you know what? While we're talking about it, maybe I could find at least a clip. Because I think even his was, let's see. Oh yeah, his video of it is 34 minutes. Let's see if I could find any clips for like what I'm specifically talking about. But in the meantime, I'll get back to the point I'm trying to make about it, is that It was 34 minutes. Yeah. But the thing about it is that listening to the way this guy talks made me realize like the mentality of some of these guys. Like they seem to actually believe. Well, no, Donna, you're right. That is the short version. 34 minutes is the short version. He cut a lot out. I don't know what this guy's talking about. Donna Ray can kidnap me. I already have Stockholm syndrome. Let's go. All right, Texas Tim, what's up? Oh, this doesn't belong here. There you go. Oh, it's still in frame. Yeah. So, Butterbrain douche canoe. So the point is, what I got out of it after watching this was because some of the things that he was saying, Electric Light, because criminals think different than us. Yes, exactly. But the mentality of the frauditing mentality specifically, like I come here and I speculate about what I think's going on in their heads. But after watching this, I see it. And it's like, it's not just me making stuff up or being nuts. I'm listening to this guy and the cops saying straight out, like, how do you think regular people, just in general, just normal people, like there's regular people standing on the street and you go up to them and you say, you know, you're getting an argument with them, whoever started the argument, whatever, doesn't matter. The argument's over, they're walking away and you go, that's right, bitch. What do you think they're going to do? And his reaction is, well, according to court case, blah, 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 those kinds of words are covered under the First Amendment, and therefore they are legal. All right. Forget about the cop says, don't forget the legal stuff. Just how do you think people are going to react to you insulting them? Well, they shouldn't care. It's legal. Like, what? Like, we're supposed to believe, and then they wonder why we call them stupid. We're supposed to believe that these people have no idea that when you insult people that you're going to get a negative reaction. That's why we always say, dude, you're intentionally baiting a negative reaction for clicks and views. And then they'll make the argument, no, I'm not. Then why do you say those things? Because legally I can. Yeah, but what does the average person on the street that you're hurling insults at care if it's legal for you to do that to them or not? Like, how can you not, especially when you're a frauditor? Because everywhere they go, they insult people and people freak out. How many times does that have to happen before it'll click in your brain that when you insult people, they don't like it? How could you not know that? And even if somehow you were able to make me believe that you didn't when you started, after you do it a couple times, a couple hundred times, a couple thousand times, if you got 1,200 videos, 2,000 videos on your channel, how are you not going to know that that's how people are going to react? And when they were supposed to believe, I'm trying to find the part where specifically the part I'm talking about happens. Let's see. Because like I said, that was there's a part where the cop specifically calls them out on that. I don't know. You know what? It is taunting. It is taunting. Exactly. And again, it's so amazing to me the way that, like, because, you know, I've interviewed some of these guys on the show. I've talked to some of these guys, and that does seem to be their attitude. You know, it's like, if I go up to you and I call you names and I insult you and I swear at you and I do all these horrible things and say all these terrible things, you're supposed to just stand there and take it. Because technically it's legal for me to say those things to you. And you're supposed to just respect that it's legal and not care. It's like, yeah, but people do. And to act surprised that they do is kind of insane. Like, how can you not get that? Like, you could sit here and explain all day that, well, technically it's just words. But I mean, what if somebody was saying just words to your daughter or your wife or whatever, somebody you care about? The kind of words that make them want to do horrible things to themselves, that make them depressed, that make them sad, that make them cry. Are you going to go to the person who's doing that to your child, to your loved one, and say, hey, thank you so much for standing up for our First Amendment rights and teaching my kid a lesson? Or are you going to say, shut the hell up, leave my kid alone, and I'm going to smack you upside? I mean, yes, they only care about themselves. That's it. And their YouTube channel and making money, honey, yeah. Ugh. All right. Well, that's enough hesplaining for the moment. Let's go ahead and let's dive into the first video I wanted to show. It's been a while, and this is getting back to the soft sits, and it's a good old fashioned window smash. And it's from Radical. I haven't played a Radical video in a minute, so we're going to play one of those to start the show. They have no loved ones, only side characters in their story. Yep. Exactly. And the regular people they run into in the street are NPCs that are just there to be insulted. They're not actually humans. They have no social awareness. Zero. They have zero social awareness. But yeah, so I'm going to start with a Radical video, and then while that's on, I'm going to see if I can find the bit that I was just talking about, so we can take a look at that as well. Let's see. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, in the meantime, here's a clip from Radical, The Unhallowed Night. Oh, all right. Let's go. Radical, all right.
Sorry.
Oh, would you look at that? He found the window. Too bad for him. He's about to lose it again. Well, let's be real here. How hard is it to camera?
Hey, how you doing? My name's Deputy Greer,
Yes,
Griffin
sir.
County Sheriff's
What's the reason you
Office.
stopped me for?
Yep, the reason I stopped you is because you have an illegal tag border, and you also made an illegal lane change on White Horse Road back there.
No, I did not.
Give me your license, registration, insurance, please.
No, I did not.
Give me your license, registration, insurance, please.
That's not the reason you pulled me over.
That is the reason I pulled you over.
Oh, hold on. Let him cook for a bit. Maybe also because he was driving with a phone in his hand.
I did not know make an illegal
Give me
lane.
your
What? I did not know they did illegal looking. What the actual fuck? Even my woody bit bucket is confused. Yep, usually it explodes when it hears stupid noises, so... But it needs to be actual woody bits. And, that right there certainly were bits of words.
I did not know make an illegal
Give me
lane.
your license, registration,
I had my lights on.
insurance, please.
No.
Okay.
You know I did not do nothing illegal.
Okay.
You stupid motherfucker!
And you probably stopped me over because I had I had flicked you off, that's why.
41, Charlie. You can give me your license, registration, insurance, and this can go easy.
Sir, for
You can go the
what?
hard
You
way,
pulled me
can go
over
to
because
jail.
I flicked the middle finger to you?
No, I pulled you over because you have an illegal tag border.
Sir, no, I
And
do
you made
not.
an illegal turn. Yes, when
No,
you
I
came
did
off
not.
of Saluda Dam, when you came off of Saluda Dam Road right there
Mm-hmm.
and crossed over to West Marion, you went across all 3 lanes of traffic. That is illegal.
I had my signal on.
It doesn't matter if you have your signal on. You can't cross all the way 3 lanes of traffic like that.
Sir, the lane was clear.
So, can you give me your license, registration, and
Sir, I did
insurance,
nothing
please?
wrong.
License, registration, and
Sir.
insurance, please.
I did nothing wrong. You know I did nothing wrong.
That's from Temple.
You know I did nothing wrong, sir.
He's just refusing to provide any
Stop.
information.
For fuck's sake, making me walk back and shit. Not funny, cow.
You really gonna violate my rights? I did nothing wrong.
I have probable cause and pulled you over for a traffic stop. which means you have to give me your license, registration, and insurance.
Sir, I did not do nothing
you did.
illegal. You're accusing me of doing that?
You can come look at your tag right now and show that it's illegal. You can't have a tag border.
I've driven with that plenty of
I don't
times.
care what you've driven with it plenty of times.
What?
It's illegal.
Don't you just love it? He knows it's illegal, but he's feigning ignorance. And the compounding factor is, your ignorance is not a defense. You stupid man. And here's the kicker. I use that term lightly. Man.
100%.
This is the first time me getting pulled over for
Give
that?
me your license, registration,
No,
and
sir.
insurance.
You know I did nothing wrong,
If you
sir.
don't, you're gonna go to jail.
Sir, you know I did nothing wrong.
Okay, you can go the easy way or the hard way. You can give me your information.
So you're gonna
or you
threaten
can
me?
go to jail.
You're gonna threaten me?
You can give me your information or you can go to jail.
You know I did nothing wrong, sir.
You can give me your information or you can go to jail.
What's your name and badge number?
Of course we got a policeman collector. So powerless and pathetic, huh?
You can give me your information or you can go to jail, and my badge number will be on your ticket.
What's your name and your badge number?
Mate, why don't you also throw a temper tantrum with that wine? These soft shits never listen, do they? They just say things and keep repeating themselves. That's what a broken brain does. This man doesn't even have a brain. He's got a brainy bit. A very tiny bit of a brainy bit.
You'll have my badge number when you get your ticket.
So you know I did nothing
If
wrong.
you don't give me your information, you're gonna go to jail for interfering. 100%.
Interfering?
Yep, interfering with a lawful investigation.
That's the reason you
And
pulled
I
me
have-
over?
Yes, you stupid man. That's why he pulled you over. Oh wait, he actually pulled you over and... I think time, the flow of time, the chronological order of things, is also a foreign concept to this man. Oh, come on!
Saw that coming.
Asked you like 20 times.
You know I did nothing wrong,
but
sir.
I'm gonna give you one more chance.
Can I get your supervisor?
If you do not come out of this car
Can-
and give me your information, you're gonna get pulled out of this car and you're gonna go to jail.
Can you get your
You can
supervisor
give-
here?
No, you can give me your information and you can talk to a supervisor.
Sir, you
and
know I did not
give me
do
your
no
information.
illegal traffic lane change.
Exactly. So step out of the car, Mr. Double Negative. He almost got me again. Little did he know I have reinforced it against double negatives. Because, do you think wordy bit buckets grow on trees? Would be a weird tree.
Listen, I'm not gonna argue with you here on scene. You can argue that in court, okay? But I'm gonna give you this one chance to give me your information.
So you know I did not do nothing wrong, man.
Give me your information.
Sir, you pulled me over for an illegal traffic lane when I had my lights on.
And you're gonna go to jail.
What's your name and your badge number, sir?
The perpetual loop of sovereign citizens. Makes you wonder, do they know how to navigate a revolving door?
My name is right there.
What's your badge number?
What is your name?
I'd rather not say
This
name.
is your last chance. I'm gonna ask you one more time, okay?
I mean, you already gave him a last chance, so this is the last chance? How exactly does that work, officer?
What is your name? Give me your license,
Sir,
registration, and insurance.
you know that's bogus, right? What you pulled me over for, right?
Yep.
Dude, no.
Dude, yes.
I'm gonna break your window in about 2 seconds.
Really now?
Roll it down, or we're gonna break it. 100%.
I'd like to register a complaint there, officer. 2 seconds goes like this. 1, 2, and the window is gone.
It's gone.
You forgot the third step.
Really now?
This is your
You're
last
gonna
chance.
violate... Sir, stop.
Open the door, then.
You're gonna violate my rights because I did that?
Open the door.
Just because I flicked you off?
You ready?
Stop, man.
Open the door.
Really now?
3, 2, 1.
Dude. Hey, keep recording. Keep recording.
3, 2, 1, dude. That's not how it goes, but your window's gone. And to answer your question,
Really now?
yes.
Don't do nothing.
Officer, that right there is of course an invitation to him doing something with your double negative. What is this? Double negative day? Yeah, weirdos. But yeah, flipping off an officer. What exactly do you think will happen? They will probably run your tags and also have a look at your vehicle. In your case, you did a bit of swerving across the road and, well, your tag is illegal. Maybe next time don't draw attention to yourself. Oh wait, never mind. Sovereign citizens want attention, don't they? And bye-bye. Policeman, gotta catch 'em all. What is their obsession with badges?
What's your name and badge number?
Round of applause for Bicycle! I love that noise. Policeman. Oh, man. Gotta catch them all. Get them name and badge numbers, baby. Very spiffy. Victoria B, what's up? You know, I gotta make more Who's That Douche Canoe segments. Because the whole reason I started that was because they have Who's That Pokemon on the Pokemon show. And Who's That Douche Canoe? This would be fun. Yes, that was a very spiffy video. How is it hard to camera? Yeah, Radical's great. Very spiffy, very spiffy. All right, so couple different things. Obviously, I got videos on deck that I was going to show, but I also found the part of the Kootenai County Press interrogation that I was talking about earlier. So if you guys want to watch that, I'll play that. And if not, then I'll just move on to the next video. Let me know what you guys want. So either just put press for Kootenai County Press, or the other video I have on deck is unclean hands. So either put unclean or press. Move on. You're okay. All right. I got one vote, and it was for just play the next video. Kootenai County Press. Blackheart Knight wants to watch Kootenai County Press's interrogation. Tiny wants to watch the interrogation. All right. So let's go ahead and let's watch that clip for the interrogation then. And then we'll see what's next after that. Yeah, press. All right. People want to see the interrogation footage. All right, let's get to that. Oh, wait a minute. Mr. Thomas says, good morning, Hez and the Rash family. Happy Wednesday, hump day. Remember when we was younger, we used to roll with each other down the hill in tires? Yeah, those were good years. Anyway, let's I'm just gonna play a bit of the interrogation. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I found the part that specifically is the part that I was talking about earlier. So we'll just go ahead and share that, and then afterwards we should still have time after that for the unclean hands video. So we can do both. All right, let's go. We're gonna do both. Relax. Take a chill pill. My brother. All righty, where's that thing? All right, here we go. Boom.
Your video, you say, fuck you, bitch boy.
Now, this is very effective technique, by the way, the cops use. They gave him a specific timestamp, which means they have really already looked at it. And now you are seeing that you're being about to be challenged with what you've said earlier. And then once they get you to look like a liar, and you can't explain it away because you're too busy talking to the cops in the first place, then they're going in for the kill where they will accuse you of the serious crime. This is all part of the playbook, but it has to build in steps.
At the 4-minute mark, it's going to be a bad idea if they pull anything out on me because I'm pro Second Amendment, bitches. I don't have a felony, so I can carry a gun, and I have a concealed firearm permit.
You just do the act, and that's good enough. A specific intent crime is one where you intend to commit that specific crime. Like burglary would be a specific intent, the intent to steal. And then there's other crimes where you don't need an intent, you just need to do the act. So now we're getting into state of mind, and state of mind is crucial for the prosecutor to lay the hammer down on crimes that would require a specific intent. So when he says, I want to get into your brain a little bit, I want to know what you were thinking, it's to prove the element to the crime they're trying to convict you of. When they say they're trying to clear things up, remember, clear it up in terms of conviction.
Here in that context, it sounds really immature and stupid, but I wasn't trying to provoke anybody into it.
So in the city of Spokane, each of those times that you're doing those things, granted it's a misdemeanor, but very much disorderly conduct, and you can get arrested for it because you're provoking a fight. Those are words or conduct that would likely cause a confrontation. So
okay, I didn't realize that. I was going off of Chaplinski versus New Hampshire.
Well, let's take the legalese out of it, and let's just use common sense.
Do we think that going down to an area where a bunch of people are on drugs and screaming at them, and then as they're walking away say, yeah, that's right, bitch? Does that make sense? It just doesn't look good.
Right. Yeah, it's not.
And that's why I asked the question earlier, because we were going to go watch this, right? Is there anything that you're like, looking back, you're like, that probably wasn't the best?
Yeah.
Looking for an admission, and they just got it.
It wasn't good acting that way, but my intentions weren't to provoke anybody. Stuff was being said to me, and the First Amendment, you can say stuff back, but I wasn't trying to provoke anybody.
And this is what he doesn't understand. If the crime they're about to accuse him of doesn't require an intent, then he can still get busted for the crime.
Can, with some parameters, when you're saying certain things that's going to provoke a fight or a confrontation, that can be a crime.
Right. I only responded to what people were saying. I didn't actually.
Yeah, but does that?
But your actions can also.
Talk.
Right. Your actions can also kind of provoke that kind of a response out of somebody. Does that make sense?
Now she's copying the lead detective. Does that make sense?
It's pretty. Do you think it's unreasonable that people are getting?
That's a rhetorical question.
Irritated having a camera in their face?
So we can say member of the press, and I agree, because I want you down there, right? I think your intentions are good. This is just this. We have to be able to explain this,
right?
We need the press on that wall. We want the press on that wall.
Have to be
that sounds pretty stupid what you just read.
Well, and that's our concern. Yeah. Honestly, our supervisor's kind of a dick, and he's going to ask the question, why was this guy doing that? And if I'm like, well, I don't even know, he's going to like, well, then you suck as a detective. So we have to ask that question.
Be very fearful of the repercussions of a detective who says that he has to run it past the supervisor.
All right. Anyway, so that's essentially the part of the interrogation that I was talking about, that I was referring to, where the cop basically calls him out, and they're telling him, they're like, yeah, but you understand that if you're going around insulting people that they're going to get upset, right? Well, but the First Amendment says I can do that. Okay, right. But you're saying that you shot these guys because they were coming at you. Why were they coming at you? Because you were insulting them. And like, we watched the Anyway, what's interesting to me, because there's like comments on screen, like from his video or whatever, and then Patrick Darcy is, putting in his 2 cents or whatever. I get it. I get the idea. Like, when you're in an interrogation like that, the first thing you should do is lawyer up. And being that he's a lawyer, Patrick Darcy, of course, that's what he's going to support. But to me, when I see these, I like these videos where they talk about the interrogation tactics that the police use. And for me, it's fascinating because, like, people like on their side, like on the Frauditor side, would be like, look at those dirty, no good, rotten, scoundrel, tyrant cops trying to get him to admit that he shot that guy. It's like, but he did shoot him. It's on video. They just want to, like, how are they being evil, no good, rotten, scumbag tyrants by trying to get him to confess to something that they have video that they know for a fact he did on live stream? Like, I mean, I get it. Again, I never support bad cops or bad police work. I know in the history of policing that there have been situations where there have been coerced confessions. Yeah, duh, that does exist. But this isn't one of those scenarios. This guy's clearly guilty. There's no question about it. Even if he didn't confess to it, even if he said, nope, don't know what you're talking about, wasn't even there, wasn't in the room, they got the video. They know for a fact it was him. There's, whatever. But yeah, it's just, I was fascinated by that because the mentality. Because I come in here every day and I talk about this stuff, like joking about it, making fun of these guys. Oh, these guys are so stupid. They think like this. But then you hear this and it's like, he actually does think like that. He really is that stupid. Holy. He's trying to make it seem like, yeah. So Hezekiah, you were often interviewed in that way? Oh yeah. I get interrogated every day by my kids. What are you doing? No. Just you know, writing. You have to understand interrogation techniques. There's actually a lot of really fascinating videos where they show police interrogations and break down exactly what's going on step by step. But to me, the best ones are the ones where it's like, for example, if they're constantly like, you know, whatever someone would accuse the police of doing, oh, they're just telling lies to get him to admit he did it, and they're just doing this and just doing that to like coerce a confession out of him is basically what they're accusing the police of. But then when they say like, okay, here's a map and I'll circle the spots where I buried all the bodies. Well, obviously he did it, because how the heck would he know where the bodies are buried if he wasn't the one who buried them? Like, Highway Star is here. Oh no, Highway Star, yeah. Welcome to the show. Stefan St. German, don't you know? Stephen Robinson, oh yeah. Who else is here? This guy. Carl, by the way, I saw you earlier. What's up? Why were you hiding him, Tiny? Yeah. Keeping him locked up in the basement? What the heck? Anyway, let's move on to Unclean Hands. I promised you guys an Unclean Hands video. So let's go ahead and get that done, son. And then that'll bring, it's 20 minutes, so that'll bring us right about to the time. Like I said earlier, today is another day I'm going to have to end at 7 because my older son's here and I got to bring him to school. One more week and then they're done with school for the summer. Summer vacation's going to start. It's going to be great. We're going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be some time coming up where I'm going to have some extra time, maybe do a couple extra long shows in a week or two. We'll see. I got this whole other thing going on that's whatever, but it is what it is. And today's hump day. At least we're halfway done with the week. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Unclean Hands. Check it out.
And we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure.
Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate your viewership. Today we've got a newer...
I'm sorry, just real quick. I want to address this because this is the thing. This is important. Because I've had not that bad, but I've had bad interactions with cops too, right? But again, and I always say this, like, I don't support bad cops, right? My problem is that these guys constantly go after cops that are literally not doing anything wrong. Like, if you're in a uniform and you're wearing a badge, automatically you're doing something wrong in their book. If a police officer walks up to one of these guys and says, okay, you're waiting in line to buy a cup of coffee, and they tell you how much it costs, and you're a nickel short, and the guy in line next to you is a cop, and he says, oh, here, I'll pay that nickel for you. Oh, the horrible tyrant! How dare you talk to me! You can't speak words to me! You're a cop! You're violating my rights! You tyrannical scum! Like, just because you're a cop, you can't even speak to these people. If you do, you're violating their rights. You can't even ask them a question. I don't have to answer your questions. I don't answer questions. My lawyer needs to be present before I'll answer your questions. I asked you if you knew what time it was. Like, the hell? So that's what I'm talking about. They take it to the absolute extreme in the wrong direction. Let's go back to the video.
kind of a guru, a sovereign citizen guru who has some things to sell you. And he's not kidding. He's got license plates and all the rules of the road and how to win in court and all of that good stuff. What he does is he gets video of people that get pulled over, get tickets, go to court and lose, and then he tries to advertise his products because most of the people he videos are using his license plates, and they all get arrested for not having their car registered. This guy is a genius. I mean, top-tier genius, this guy. Anyway, let's get right into the video. Now we're going to watch the body cam of Sarah here, who is an Operation Wisdom member. Wisdom member. She is defending herself in court. This is her story. Yeah, she has to defend herself in court because she got pulled over with his license plate on her car and got arrested for it, or get a ticket or something. Anyway, just keep in mind, we're going to take a look at Operation Wisdom here in a little bit, so hang on to that thought.
Seven North 53 traffic. No plates on a white Toyota RAV4, pulling into Cedar Falls Gun Club off Cedar Wapsie. Hello, thanks for pulling over. What plate is that on the vehicle? Are you from the States or is that a Canada plate?
No, I'm not from the States.
Oh, you from Canada?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you see your license? No. Do you have a driver's?
I'm not in commerce, therefore I don't have a license for you.
Oh, here, just one second. I'm going to look at the plate, okay?
3X35.
So, are you a member of the are you a citizen of the United States? No. You're not? Okay, what country?
I belong to the Amnesty Coalition.
Okay, where's that?
Where is it at?
Yeah.
It's part of It's part of the Pickletoria Nation.
Okay, where's your address at? Do you live here, like in the local area?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you have anything with your ID or anything like that?
I have
Okay, a passport card. Cool. Can I see that, ma'am?
No.
Okay. Just one second.
Little Sarah here is checking off the boxes faster than I can keep up. She's from the Pickelodian native tribe, which doesn't exist as far as I know. I never heard of it. She got a passport card. She got a fake plate on there. She's on the phone with her guru as she's talking to the cop. He's giving her the answers that she needs to answer. So far, so good, Sarah. I think you're gonna just skate right out of here any minute now. Let's see what happens.
7 North 53. Can I get another car, possible sovereign citizen, code 4 right now? I'm on the west side of the Cedar Valley Gun Club.
737, can you head that way?
Okay, so the reason why I stopped you is 67 and a 55. Did you know that? You were going that fast? Okay, yep. I got you on radar going 67 and a 55 miles an hour. Where are you coming from?
I was just from my sister's house.
Okay, cool. Do you live there full time or no? Okay, so you are in the state of Iowa. Do you know that?
Hmm?
You are in the state of Iowa. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
And driving is a privilege. Where's the car registered out of?
What do you mean?
What state's the car registered out of?
It isn't registered.
It's not registered. Okay, did you know that it needs to be? Otherwise it can be towed.
Oh, I thought it only if it isn't private property.
So is the car owned by a business?
No.
Okay. It's not owned by a business, so it's privately owned?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which means it does need to be registered in the state of Iowa. Okay. So can you provide me that passport card with your name on it, please?
I'll let you look at it, but I'm not gonna, like...
You don't have a driver's license?
In my possession.
You don't have a driver's license?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been pulled over before?
Yes.
Okay. It's okay. Take a deep breath. There's nothing to be nervous about. I'm just trying to explain to you the laws, okay? So you are in the state of Iowa. You are on a traffic stop. I have probable cause to pull you over if you're going 67 and a 55, which is 12 miles an hour over the speed limit, okay? All right. During the duration of the traffic stop, you have to abide by anything a peace officer says. I am a deputy sheriff, a peace officer in the state of Iowa, okay? So you do have to go along with whatever I say, okay? Okay. Can I please have that passport card to confirm your identity?
I already showed it to you.
Can you pull it back out and can I take a look at it, please?
Sarah here is the perfect candidate for a victim of one of these sovereign citizen gurus. Or sovereign, they're not actually sovereign citizens because that would be a oxymoron. But anyway, yeah, they can sell these people anyway, anything. This girl is either stoned out of her mind, she doesn't know what's going on, she just doesn't have a clue, she's listening to the cop, she's kind of answering the questions the way a sovereign citizen should answer them, because that's the advice she's getting. And she's paying for this nonsense. It costs $10 a month to belong to that little club, Operation Wisdom, which he spelled wrong. He put an E in there. There's no E in wisdom. Anyway, let's continue.
It's in there.
Do you have insurance on the vehicle, ma'am? And I see you're covering your name. Is there a reason for that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see Minnesota. How come you don't want to show me your name?
Because I don't want to give that up.
Okay, that's fine. Do you have insurance on the car?
Yes.
You do. Can I see the insurance card? Pull out the insurance or?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any weapons inside the vehicle?
My big question that I always ask when I look at these people, and I wish I could like sit down and have a conversation with one of these people, but again, I've tried to talk to some of these people and they're so brainwashed they have nothing to say. But it's like talking to a brick wall. But I would love to just sit down with one of these people and say, look, please explain to me why when you spend money to get all this stuff and then you get pulled over and you find out that all this stuff is fake, why do you get mad at the police for pulling you over instead of getting mad at the con artist that ripped you off and took your money? Like, that's one of the big things with the offsets I do not understand. Especially the ones that do spend money on fake license plates and fake IDs and filling out these KV trusts and taking their tax forms, trying to cash in on their social security number, secret bank account, and all these things to become a citizen of something or whatever. There's all fees involved with doing all of this. And all those fees go to the con artist that's ripping you off. Why don't you get mad at the con artist that ripped you off instead of getting mad? Oh, David E. Persons knows exactly why. Because cops are bad, okay? That's their answer to everything. Why do you pick on old ladies? Because cops are bad. Why do you film children and post them on your webpage? Because cops are bad. What does that have to do with why do you eat beans? Because cops are bad. Let me tell you something. There's a clip. It's on YouTube. I've watched it 100 times. It's amazing. It blows my mind. Every time I watch it, it's of Neil Young. I think it's from a French TV show or something. I don't know. It's back in the day, but it's just him with his acoustic guitar, and he's got the harmonica thing on his neck, so he can play the harmonica and the guitar at the same time. So it's just Neil Young in a chair with an acoustic guitar and a harmonica, and he plays two songs, and he tells the stories of the songs before he plays them. So these are new songs at the time. right? So this isn't before they became classic rock staples, okay? It's Heart of Gold and Old Man. And just seeing just one guy by himself with an acoustic guitar has the entire room completely mesmerized the whole time he's playing. It's astounding how talented he was. Great stuff. All right. Anyway, back to the video.
Any bombs, guns, IEDs? No pipe bombs? What about any drugs, illegal substances? Nothing like that? Okay. Okay, your policy's not active, is that right? It's okay, that's not a big deal. That's just a citation.
26.
All right, Sarah, you're doing great so far. You get no license, you get no registration, and the insurance has expired a long time ago. You're doing a fantastic job. I'm sure your guru is giving you a little pat on the back.
Number.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
It looks like it's been canceled.
Okay, so no insurance review. That's all right. Not a big deal. All right, back to the ID and you. I do need your name and date of birth. Will you provide that to me? Okay, why not? Can you shut off the car? You're making me nervous. Thank you. Okay. Once again, you are on a traffic stop. I explained the reason why I stopped you. You also don't have a seatbelt on. You need to provide. Okay, I'll take your word for that one. I still have probable cause to pull you over. You do need to identify yourself.
I did.
Okay, what is your name? Do you have a driver's license in the state of Iowa?
No.
Okay, what about Minnesota?
No.
You don't? Do you have a driver's license at all?
No.
Do you have any warrants for your arrest?
No.
You need to identify yourself.
I showed you who I am.
Can you pull that back out? I only saw the passport card. I didn't get a name or date of birth.
So you saw that it was me.
All right, man.
Because I don't have to.
Yes, you do, under the state of Iowa. 7/53. She's being uncooperative. Can you have 37 step it up?
All right, sir. Well, we got backup on the way. Just what you weren't expecting, I guess, because your guru told you were going to drive away with that little passport card and that goofy license plate you got on there. All right, let's see what happens. We'll see what happens when backup gets there. I haven't even seen that part yet. I haven't looked that far ahead in the video. I swear to God.
All right.
Yep, Wagner and Wassey. Go ahead and start 44, please.
Can you step out of the vehicle?
What for?
You're not identifying yourself on the traffic stop. Okay? You do need to identify yourself on the traffic stop. At this time, I'm asking you to listen to me and step out of the vehicle, which I told you during the traffic stop in the state of Iowa, which I have probable cause for. You have to listen to anything a peace officer tells you to do during the duration of the traffic stop. Please step out.
Do you know, have you looked up the diplomatic?
I'm telling you about the state of Iowa. We are in the state of Iowa right now, Blackhawk County.
Tread lightly, officer. You're dealing with a diplomat here. This is not just some ordinary mentally handicapped individual. This is a diplomat.
Can you tell me your name? Have you ever been arrested before?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I'm telling you, if you don't start cooperating, you will be placed under arrest. Can you tell me your name?
Why do you want my name?
Because
There's some stuff that you can.
I'm not reading that. Nope.
And consular immunity.
Nope, I'm not reading that. Like I said, you're on a traffic stop. I'm a peace officer in the state of Iowa. Can you please provide your identification?
So you can train me?
See, here's another thing, too, with these guys and their logic, right? She's like, here, let me show you the laws on diplomatic immunity. And I'm telling you, I have it. Okay. But granted, let's say that you're telling the truth, that you do have diplomatic immunity. Great. Show me your ID and tell me your name so I could look it up and find out that you really are a diplomat that really does have diplomatic immunity. Oh, well, you got to just take my word for it. Why? Because I said it. How many of these people, the frauditors and the sovsits, have that mentality? Do they really honestly believe that cops are supposed to just believe anything anyone tells them? If that were true, if that really was true, what would stop anybody from robbing a bank? And then when you're holding like thousands of dollars in bags of money that you just stole, and the cops come up to you and say, "Did you rob the bank?" You say, or if the cops say, "Freeze," you say, "No, I'm not the one who robbed the bank." They're supposed to go, oh, well, you said you didn't rob it, so I guess you're innocent, and they let you go. That's what you think it's supposed to be? You go out and you kill a bunch of people, the cops come and you got their blood on your hands, and you're covered in blood, and you got a knife, and that dead body at your feet. Cops say freeze. You say, no, I didn't kill anybody. Oh, well, you said you didn't, so we got to let you go because you said it. Like, that's the way these people actually believe the world works, is if you tell a cop something, they're supposed to just say, oh, okay, and let you go? Without doing any investigation to find out if you're telling the truth? I have diplomatic immunity because, cops are bad, okay? Yes, they waste tons of resources, which is one of the things that's so annoying about them. Is she playing stupid, or is she actually that stupid? She probably actually is that stupid. Anyway, back to the video.
What's that? Yes, you are detained.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did miss something, though. David E. Persons wants to slap voodoo through the internet.
What the heck? Man, I still don't understand how you do that, man. He's not gonna do it again, is he? Ow! Dagnabbit, come on! Oh!
Once you drove by me, which also let me know that you saw me and you were speeding, to slow down. Can you tell me your name? Have you ever been arrested before? All right, can you step out, please? Any weapons? All right, there's another officer coming right now. I'm asking you nicely to please step out.
What do you mean?
Because you're not listening to what I say during the traffic stop. Can you step out and turn around and place your hands behind your back? Ma'am, I would highly suggest you work with me here. I'm trying to be nice and do everything I can for you and explain everything. I need you to meet me halfway. What's that?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna identify you. I'm gonna place you under arrest unless you tell me your name.
This officer has now become a tyrant. He's not gonna let her finish her game of Angry Birds on her phone. He's demanding too much.
My name's Sarah.
Sarah? Okay, can you please hand me your passport card?
What are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna check your information.
I will let you look at it.
All right, can you step out of the car? Can you step out of the car? All right, she's just now showing me her passport card. Okay. Hasn't been listening throughout the traffic stop. I opened the door a little bit ago. She's been refusing to get out of the vehicle. Okay. So she's gonna be placed under arrest.
All right.
All right, can you please step out?
Ma'am, you are under arrest at this time for interference with official acts. Step out of the vehicle, please, or force will be used to gain compliance.
Why am I under?
Ma'am,
like I said, this is the last time I'm telling you. 67 and a 55. That was a probable cause to pull over. You hit your brakes as soon as you passed me. You pulled in here. I pulled in behind you. My red and blue lights identified that you're on a traffic stop. You have been uncooperative throughout the duration. You haven't answered any questions. I've told you I'm a certified peace officer in the state of Iowa. You need to abide by what I say during the duration of the traffic stop. Please step out. Face away from me and put your hands behind your back. Face away from me, hands behind your back.
Roll up your sleeves so they don't get caught here, okay? Do you have anything on your person that's going to poke or stick us if we search you? No needles, knives, nothing like that?
Alright, I'm checking you. What's that?
Do you have a search warrant to search me?
We don't need one.
in custody, you'll be going to the jail where you're being sick.
We'll take care of that. Can you look right there? There's a camera on my car.
No, I got that.
Those ones? Okay, perfect.
All right.
I'll roll your window up here. Is there a preference you have on a vehicle or on who tows your vehicle? Any company?
I don't want anybody to tow my vehicle.
Well, it's getting towed.
It's being towed. I'm not leaving on private property. You pulled in here during the traffic stop and you can't be sitting here parked in front of you, okay? Private property, so I do have to have it towed. Do you have a preference on which company?
Time we waited for the officer to arrive. All right.
I'm afraid this is not a flea market there, Sarah. You can't bargain your way out of a ticket when you fully did not cooperate during the entirety of this traffic stop, which went on for way too long as far as I'm concerned. They should have yanked you out of there within 2 minutes of you pulling over and refusing the ID. But anyway, let's finish her up.
I have my car. There's a red and green light. There's a dash cam recording. Okay, I'm going to check your pockets and make sure you don't have any weapons on you, all right? Do you have anything, drugs, anything you need to tell me about that's illegal?
If you do have someone we get to the jail, it's a felony on top of the possession charge. So if you have anything illegal you're not supposed to have, you need to tell us now so we can get it, and we'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
That's just essential.
Essential oils, okay. Where'd you put your phone? Here, turn this way. Turn left.
Your passport was in there, you did put that back.
She has an Iowa passport card.
Iowa passport card?
Didn't say anything where she lives or anything. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna zip your jacket here quick. All right, can you spin around quick? I'm just gonna lift up the back of your jacket and make sure you don't have anything in your waistband. Yep, she's got one. I can tell it's clear. All right, I'm gonna run up my hands down your legs, okay? Just stand still. All right, come back here with me. We're gonna go to the passenger side of my vehicle.
Can I have my water bottle?
Water will be provided to you at the jail. We're not gonna bring that in the back of my car. Let's start with this door. Okay. It's easier to sit first, all right? All right. I'm gonna shut the door. Watch your knees.
All right, now we're going to speed through the rest of this. We're going to get up to the drive to the jail to see if anything comes back on her ID or if she actually gives her name or not.
All right. So you've been just mildly uncooperative, but I appreciate you being compliant, okay? Right now, obviously, you have interference with official acts and driving while license suspended. Look in here. I don't know if you had those plates on there and you weren't cooperating because you're just suspended and you're scared of driving, get pulled over, but that's not a serious charge, driving while license suspended. It is an arrestable offense, but it's usually just a summons to appear or a ticket, okay? So it's not that big of a deal. My best recommendation is get through these charges, show us all your court dates, pay your fines, and then get your driver's license back and get insurance on vehicle and register it again. Like I already talked about, and the other deputy mentioned it, before we go in here, do you have anything on you that's illegal? Once you bring it inside through this garage door, it's a felony.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, thank you.
All right, there's the traffic stop. She got arrested, no window breaks. She cooperated that far. Anyway, at least she get out of the car. Anyway, this is the organization that she has signed up for, and it actually is spelled Wise Dome. I have no idea why. It must be the dome of coverage that protects you during a traffic stop, like you just saw. That's what it'll do for you. Subscribe to Operation Wisdom, $72 USD. Now, when you join this organization and pay your money, Then you can buy fake license plates, passports, ID cards, intent to sue letters, and all kinds of good stuff like that. I mean, gee whiz. It's just crazy. People still believe this crap, even though it's never worked in the history of mankind. Anyway, that's all I got for you. That's the video. Hope you enjoyed. Y'all have a fantastic day. Love y'all. Bye.
Wow.
Wow, man. That's crazy. Operation Wise Dome. Oh, all right. That's all stupid. I gotta go. I gotta take the kids to school. Let's throw out the cupcake happy dance. All right. Okay. Olay. All right. Did you hear about the fountain pen that became incredibly popular artist? He really knew how to draw a crowd. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. It's Wednesday. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow for another hit show. The weather's, I'm not looking forward to today at all. Not only is it cold and rainy, but we're supposed to have the Canadian smoke. It's supposed to hit us today. And they even canceled all the outdoor activities at my kids' school today. It's going to be crazy. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. I'm all shook up